Welcome back to ClapNotes, folks. Last time we spoke about how to do camera reporting for a single camera shoot. In this overview, we'll speak about how to do camera reporting for a multi-camera shoot. It's essentially the same mechanism, but a couple of tweaks here and there so that it's optimized for a multi-camera shoot. We'll come back to our same Croctopus 3D project file and you'll be able to see two dates here. One of them is the single camera report that we did last time. I'm just showing this to you quickly just to see how the UI looks different in a single camera operation and a multi-camera operation. Coming back to the dashboard, you'll be able to see that I already have a test shoot date that I'd created. I'm just going to quickly delete these so that I can show you how to make it again and show that how I will customize this accordingly. We'll delete this first and we'll click on new shoot day again. Naturally, just like last time, you'll be able to see both the options, live log and post log. As you know, we'll talk about post log in another video. We'll stick with multicam as of now, choose the date as we would please, and we create a shoot day. Clicking on it, you'll be able to see how this one differs from a single camera operation. You have your camera A field and the B field, and also the live log and report mode from last time. We'll start off with camera A and the first field being the card number. Just like our last example, we have chosen Sony Venice as our designated camera, and Sony Venice serial numbers start off with A001, C001. Venice is already there in the database, so you add 001 and the system automatically knows which serial number to assign to it. But let's say you're working with a camera that is not there in the drop-down list, you'll have to move to the manual toggle button, as you can see right here. You can add whatever customized serial number that you have for yourselves, that you've planned for yourselves. You'll put that in and the system will take care of the rest. Every time you move from one take to another, it'll automatically increment accordingly. If you spot any mistakes along the way, you can just edit it. For this particular example, let's stick with Sony Venice and we'll add 001 for camera A and camera B. Since it knows that it's a Sony Venice camera, it will automatically assign camera A 001 and B 001, as you can see here. C number, we'll stick with 003 and 02A for just this particular example. You'll click as many customizable buttons that you would need. If you can see that Sound NG is the same button from last project that we made, because all these customizable buttons are a project based thing. So I'm thinking you're using the same terminology for your project. A new button that you'll be able to see compared to the single camera operation is the link camera data. Why this exists is because let's say you're adding camera A information and you do not have the time to add camera B information separately. Chances are, other than the shot number, the scene number or the take number will remain more or less the same. You can individually customize it for sure, but in case everything else is same other than the shot number, you'll be able to manually select which data you want to be linked and everything will be copy pasted to the other camera in just a click of a button. This makes your life easy and lets you add your data very quickly. All you would need to do is add the correct shot number, because if you're using a different camera, the shot number naturally would be different in that particular case. Once that is added separately, all you would need to do is click on add entry and each camera will have a separate entry and a separate row of information, as you can see from the preview. And you'll be able to notice that the auto increment has increased the take number by 1 and the clip number as well. Let's add a couple more takes to the report. Let's add a different information. For example, we'll add RH for this one for rehearsal. We can add any sort of customizations. And the second I click on link camera data, it automatically copies to the next camera depending upon the customizations that we've selected. We have deselected shot number, but everything else gets copied to the right field as well. Now, once we have added that, we'll rack up a couple more takes and then we'll go to the report mode to see how everything is looking properly. We'll check with the add entry button again and then we'll move on to the report mode. In the report mode, you'll be able to see by default, it says camera A and camera B. You'll be able to see one after the other, but you also have an option to see just the camera A or just the camera B as well. You can see the buttons have come properly. You can see RH where RH was given. You can see OK where OK was given as well. And now from here, you can download it or you can go back and add more takes to your report. Guys, gals and non-binary pals, this was an overview on how to log camera reports for a dual camera setup. I'll catch you on the next one with the post log feature. Peace.